The author of this book is Pastor Megadi Bamiyi Abraham. The title of the publication is Finishing Well, Passion for Leadership Excellence. This is the very first edition of the publication. The date of publication is the year 2019. The publisher of this book is Rio Design. The international serial book number, known as ISBN, for this book is 978 978 969 9087. The format of the publication is hardback, or what is called hardcover. Finishing Well, Passion for Leadership Excellence is a book of 522 pages. It has 2 sections made up of 9 chapters and a robust appendix. Introduction. This publication by Pastor Ibrahim Bamiyi Megadi, with his fascinating title, Finishing Well, Passion for Leadership Excellence, is about the fundamental principles involved in ensuring that those who have been called to serve at different times and places do so very well. The book elucidates a fresh approach to leadership based on various research findings, sacerdotal experience, and pedagogical exposure of Pastor Megadi for over 3 solid decades. The book is a masterpiece which is rich in content, inspirational, and is meant for everyone who is leading today or intends to lead tomorrow. Objective of the book: the need to challenge leaders for excellence as they provide visionary, loving, sacrificial, and inclusive service is the objective of this book. Commencing from the family level to the global community, leadership is needed everywhere. By citing several facts and figures from historical, ecclesiastical, political, educational, judicial, military, economic, and the social spheres of human activities, the author made it very clear that almost every leader commences well, but only a very few finish well. It is therefore clear that leaders who will finish well are needed at all levels of human endeavor. Why are leaders not finishing well today? The first reason the author has profiled is ignorance. A leader who is ignorant cannot be expected to offer much to the people he or she is leading. The result will be that of the blind leading the blind, and the outcome cannot be pleasant. A leader, according to the author, must be ready to admit personal mistakes, weaknesses, which could be mentally, spiritually, physically, or relationally informed. Leaders need to constantly keep learning in order to develop sound character and integrity, according to the author. The author, Pastor Megadi, made it clear that leadership and learning are inseparable to one another. He therefore pinpoints the fact that learning and leading are interwoven and interfaced. McCarthy cited the catastrophic example of some African and world leaders who were averse to the crippling tentacles of the defiant ignoramus, called in English ignorance. Such leaders never finished well. Second point, why they're not finishing well, is tenure elongation. Leadership tenure elongation is a major sign of not finishing well. This type of elongation gives birth to the reign of terror and intimidation. It develops further into greediness, worldliness, and materialism. Finally, it matures into the phobia of post-leadership prosecution and multiple litigations. A leader who wants to finish well should leave the state of leadership when the ovation is highest. Number 3 reason, there are other reasons that have been clustered here that make leaders not to finish well, and they include poor relationship with those who are being led, leaders' unmet expectations for the appointing organization, lack of integrity, corruption in all of its forms, uncontrolled emotional outburst, sexual sin, that is adultery and of fornication, lack of transparency and accountability, especially on financial matters. Next are factors that can assist leaders to finish well, according to the author. McGardy said that the first factor is called vision. According to the author, vision in this context has been explained as the grace to see tomorrow from today. It is the external power that moves people to discover the future and move in a desired direction. Vision has also been compared to the far-reaching sight of an eagle, which zooms on objects with accuracy and precision from the distant altitude where it is staying. Vision is a mental picture of the result one wants to achieve. It has equally been described as a picture that is so clear and strong that it makes the expected result real. It comes from the future and informs and energizes the present. It is an essential quality that every leader needs in order to finish well. The next point the author has brought out that will lead leaders to finish well is love. L-O-V-E, agape. The greatest good in life, according to the author, is love. He then declares that love is the greatest tool of leadership. Love is therefore a powerful force in the hands of any leader who wants to finish well. When leadership is exercised in an atmosphere of love, there is usually a tendency on the part of the followers to give unalloyed loyalty. They offer complete submission and render quality services from their hearts. In fact, it has been discovered that organizations that build networks of loving relationships among junior and senior members of staff promote a sense of belonging. Such organizations experience high level of productivity because they inculcate in their employees the principle of we must finish well. The author made it clear that love is the glue that binds all the other features of leadership, such as vision, character, passion, courage, competence, sacrifice, and legacy together. The third point is passion. Without passion, it is difficult to achieve anything. Passion is what keeps a leader going when he or she encounters various challenges. And these challenges will surely come. At such times, the consistency, the resilience, discipline, and dynamism of the leader empowers him or her to finish well. The fourth point is sacrifice. To accept the call to leadership is to accept the call to sacrifice. Sacrifice in this context was explained by the author as the deliberate loss of something valuable to the leader for the advancement of the organization. This is the hallmark of both servant leaders and self-sacrificial leaders. Every leader who aims for excellence and plans to finish well must make sacrifice and must sacrifice something for the good of the people being led. The fifth point in this direction is mentoring. Mentoring. From any group of followers who are walking in the footsteps of their leader will emerge a few who will become future leaders. These then are to be mentored for the continued existence and growth of the group. It is the duty of the leaders to figure out those to be mentored. The author's submission is that the greatest undoing of any leader is the failure to mentor a successor. This is because success without a successor is poor finishing. But success with a successor is finishing well. What are the unique features of this publication? Indeed, at the local, national, and international fora, there are numerous discussions about leadership, but very little relevant guidance is given on how to prepare those who have been elected or appointed to finish well. This book is unique because it highlights the fundamental principles needed for leaders to perform excellently and finish well. It also provides solutions to the problems associated with leadership today and the very near future. It is true, in the publication, there are biblical examples of leadership excellence, sexual purity, and administrative humility were not given prominence in this work. This book is still a mine of treasure, demonstrating with lovely illustrations the different factors that make it possible for leaders to finish well. In addition, the book is a source of inspiration, information, and education for those who are currently leading and for those who are aspiring to lead in the very near future. All the chapters of the book are carefully designed to eliminate distraction and to focus the leaders and readers' full attention on the work at hand. The writing style used by the author is very simple and reader-friendly. The first section of the appendices, titled Leaders Who Finish Well, is like the northern star, emitting bright rays of hope from its publication. The book as a whole is flexible enough so that any servant leader can adapt it to his or her own leadership style or situation. If you, as a person, have never been called upon to lead in any organized setting. Or if you are a current leader, you will be eternally blessed by the results you will receive as you go through this book by studying and implementing what is contained in this publication. Amanze, what's your recommendation? Finally, having taken the numerous strengths of the publication as well as a few weaknesses into consideration, I therefore recommend Finishing Well, Passion for Leadership Excellence to every child of God who is currently leading or aspiring to lead very soon. Thank you for your attention.